Well, it's that time of the month again. The end of the month where we go over games added to the collection this month, and it's April 2022. It's been a great month actually. I don't think I purchased but some Kickstarters did come in, and then some notable ones, and one that you already seen because I made a video of it right away. I posted up right away. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, guys. I appreciate it. Juan from q.v.o Games. Comment, like, subscribe, please. I appreciate it. Shoot me a message. Let's talk games. Let's play some games. And yeah, today we're doing a board game haul for April 2022 and new games added to the collection. From my understanding, it's actually not including expansions. It's like about 7 games. That's without expansions. I don't really want to count the expansions, but it's about 7 games. And yeah, we're going to go over them. We're going to start off with the retail first, and then we'll do Kickstarters at the end. And yeah, we'll talk a little bit about the games and what they are and what they mean to me and how they bought them. Yeah? Awesome. Let's start off with this one, which is actually an old game. I think from 2012, actually. Tokaido with Matsuri. That's your fell. Tokaido with the Matsuri expansion. I believe there's another expansion I was going to purchase too, but they didn't have it in stock at my local board game shop. So got Tokaido in. Tokaido is like a worker placement type of game where you're trying to travel on the, I forgot the specific name, but it's the EC road connecting Kyoto to Edo. And it's kind of like a pilgrim's journey when you're traveling the game. Honestly, the game might be a little bit too simple for me, but I really wanted to try it. I love Japanese culture, and Japanese culture is incorporated into this game. So that was a game I really wanted to try. I have heard a lot of things about the way other games do better things. Other games do what Tokaido does, but better. Because it's an older game, I want to try it myself, experience it myself, and then make my own opinion. That's typically who I am. I try new things, so that's why I decided, yeah, I'm going to purchase the game. And I got one of the expansions with it. I want to get the other expansions too to fully immerse myself and try out the game and develop my own opinion, but we'll get there when it arrives. But yeah, this is kind of what's in here for April. Very beautiful box, by the way. I love the white aesthetic on that. It looks really, really nice. I love how it looks. Next game. So next game is going to be, it's not really a game, but I always feature them, and I'm excited because I love, and started getting into it more, Marvel Champions. Valkyrie came in, the hero pack. I've been playing Marvel Champions more often lately with Blair from Board Game Burks. Follow him on Instagram. Really, really cool person. Really good at Marvel Champions. Knows a lot about it. And I've been playing that with him. And honestly, I love the game so much. I want to start actually doing more like in-depth videos and reviews about hero packs, scenario packs of Marvel Champions. And then kind of go over it that way. But however, this is actually the Valkyrie pack. Valkyrie, if you don't know, is an Asgardian. If you know Thor from the movies, if you don't, I'm also a comic book buff. I love Marvel so much. I love just reading in general. But yeah, this is kind of the Valkyrie pack. It finally came in. And yeah, I'm excited to try her out. I've actually been going through all of them, all of the characters, and then putting them in sleeves into my wooden box that I bought from, I forgot who it was. It's an Etsy creator, but I'll link it in the description video for sure. That's going to be Valkyrie. The next game that I got in was Tranquility by Lucky Duck Games. I love the cube. It's so small. So I've been trying to buy more smaller type of games to like kind of play quicker and have around. I usually tend to have just a lot bigger, heavier, meaty games more often, and I want to start diving more into simpler games. And this is going to be my not my first step into it, but one of the steps into it. Also, I love the cube. This is so awesome. I have heard good things about Tranquility. I love the fact that you can play it silently, I guess, and you're trying to get to your different islands on the board and try to travel and get past them. And I love the whole silent mechanic in games. I think that can be really fun. I love just like diving into people's like head when you're doing that and trying to find out what they're thinking. A lot of games do that really well, and I'm excited to see what Tranquility can do well in that sort as well. It's by Lucky Duck Games, by the way, and yeah, especially a small cube. It's a small box game. We do have another retail game, and it's going to be Furnace by Arcane Wonders. So yeah, Furnace is a Euro-style engine building game. The game's actually pretty old, honestly. I think from 2020. It's not that old, but from 2020. And I decided to buy it because I have heard a lot of good things about it, and I wanted to try it myself, and I saw that it was in stock finally, and wanted to play it. Also, bought the mat, because I usually tend to buy everything, go all in, and that was my all in for this. I guess I bought the mat as well. I'm not too sure if there's more components out there that are deluxified. If there are, let me know, because I do love some good deluxified components. But yeah, you're basically going, in Furnace, it's a Euro-style engine building game based in 19th century industrialists. Okay, and from my understanding, you purchase new production facilities and you timely upgrade them to extract the process your resources in the most effective way. So a little bit of resource management in the game as well. Game, I'm not too sure. I honestly not too sure. I don't know if it's a heavier game. Honestly, I've seen it. Looks more like light medium, light to mid. However, that can be, that's I think subjective always, but I think it's light to mid, and I'm excited to try it out. And hopefully, there's a lot of strategy. Sometimes with small box games, not always, definitely not always, but sometimes there lacks a little bit of strategy to it, right? Like it just seems like it's linear, or the same actions or same things are going to happen every time. Some games do that really well. Some games are fine in that sort of manner. However, I'm hoping to get like more out of the content somehow, or maybe different strategies to win where I can try. Another one that just came in is Kleos. Didn't really come in. I purchased it. I don't know if it's a retail game. I saw it at my local game store and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna buy it. I think it's a retail game. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I think it's a retail game. So in Kleos, you're basically you're playing as one of the five different gods, and you're trying to be the best ruler of the land. There's a little bit of area control in the game, and your goal is to be the new ruler of Kleos. And the ruler of the Kleos, it's a big contest essentially. I don't think it's going to be more area control. That's kind of the base of the game, right? And yeah, you're playing as one of the five gods, and the five gods I believe are Troy, Athens. There's five gods, and I don't know them by heart, but they're on the back of the box, and I cannot tell you by heart, but I know there's five because I read. Leonidas, five custom. I think it's Hercules, Leonidas, Atlanta, Mastros, and Theseus. No, I actually don't know, but there's five gods that you play as, and you're going to basically be doing some area control, trying to be the best and be the leader of Kleos. That's kind of the base of the game. I haven't really played many area control games, so I'm excited to kind of get that onto the table and really find out and dive deeper into that. Like, I really want to play Blood Rage, by the way. It's on Board Game Arena now, and I really, really want to play that. I played Ankh. I played some other, like, small area controllers. Three Empires, I think, was another one I played. And they're all really, really good games. I really enjoyed them all, and I want to get more into area control games to really find out if I do or don't like that genre of games, or the mechanic in games. And that's kind of going to be the next steps, probably. Kleos, and there's a different area control game that I want to purchase, but I just cannot figure it out. Figure out what the name is. However, next game is 5 Minute Marvel. If you haven't played a game from the 5 Minute series, so there's a series of games like 5 Minute Dungeon, 5 Minute Marvel, of course, and there's 5 Minute Mystery, I think, as well. They're all really good games. They play fairly quick, and they're also very light, but still fun. 5 Minute Dungeon was like one of my favorite games for a very long time, and it still is one of my favorite games. And I love the Marvel IP, obviously, Crisis Protocol I play, Marvel Champions, the movies, all the comics, and I wanted to get this really bad. I have already played it, if you notice the plastic is off already, because I really wanted to get it to table ASAP. I was really, really excited. I don't know how I feel about the game. The game plays the same thing. In a 5 Minute Dungeon, you basically have a character with specific cards, like a deck with that character. They use it like you're against 5 minutes into time attack to get through each dungeon. And in this one, you don't really have a specific deck for each character. You actually have one big deck you divide between all the players. There are a variety of characters here. Like I think there's 10 different characters you can choose from to play. But I feel like that really ruins it for me when you're sharing one big deck and just splitting it between everybody. I think that does fix some things with 5 Minute Dungeon where like you just basically don't have the cards you need to do your action or to defeat the monster. It's basically you're matching symbols the whole time into the monster. The monster has like 5 symbols, right? Or 2 symbols, let's say for example. A sword or a shield. And your goal is for all the players to put a card down for that to match the monster and kill him. That's how you kill the monster. If he has a sword and a shield, you play a sword and a shield and you pass it. It's like fast Uno, I feel, or like cooperative Uno is the way I describe it sometimes. This kind of misses that for me a little bit, and I gotta play it a couple more times to really develop a good opinion. But I really, really hope this ends up like filling that hole of wanting more 5 Minute Dungeon content. It's such a great game, and I want to play this more often to discover that and play different heroes. I got to play Hulk and Iron Man, I believe. I didn't get to play Ghost Spider, who I really, really wanted to play. But yeah, that's 5 Minute Marvel. Definitely recommend at least trying 5 Minute Dungeon. Final Dungeon is such a great game. I love that game. Easy to bring to the table. So now we're going to be diving into the Kickstarters. So, first one I'm going to show you, we actually got three Kickstarters in this month. And they're going to be first one's Caper Europe, the Mastermind Edition. This is a sleeve for the game, and it all comes inside here. It's actually backwards. But yeah, this is going to be the game. Caper Europe, it's a 2-player head-to-head game where you're playing as masterminds, and you're sending your thieves out to thieve or steal different things from different parts of a city. And each city plays different. It's like modular, where you can bring in a different city in, and the city itself, it will have like a different way of scoring or different scoring mechanics. So I got to play the first 2 cities, which I believe was Paris and Rome, I believe, and those 2 are really fun. My only complaint about the game so far, though, is it feels like it's really luck-based. Like, you have to get lucky to win. There's a little bit of strategy, but I feel if you don't pull the right cards or you mess up your whole plan, it can all just put a shambles and you just ruin yourself if you don't have a good start. Because the game only plays in 6 turns, I think. I believe it's 6 turns. 2 rounds. 1 round is the picking thieves, the next round is equipping cards, and that's just how it goes back and forth for a while. So that's my only really complaint, but that's not really what this video is about. It's more about getting the game in. Yeah, the Kickstarter game's in. I wanted to review and more coverage about it. I really want to play it more often first, though, before I do more coverage on it or review it, I guess. Let's show you what else came in, though. It came in with the Mastermind deck. I think it's a deck of cards. I don't really own a deck of playing cards, so it was good. Now I have playing cards. It was part of the all-in. And this is going to be the Old Bill. So this is going to be Old Bill. It's like 3 small games, like a matching memory match game kind of thing, in this little deck with this little deck of cards. That's kind of cool. I don't think I would almost prefer. I really want an expansion for Caper Europe, but didn't get that. Also came with this mat that I already set up on the board. I'm going to show it to you on the camera. This is going to be the backside. Looks plain, and I'm going to flip this around to show you the front side. Can you see it? I think you can. So it's basically just a player board, which is actually really helpful because it can get really messy really fast when you're playing, because you're lining up cards and solitaire in your way into like being the better, I guess, mastermind against the other player. Gotta play it a couple more times to really develop a solid opinion, but so far the luck seems to be how you win. It's just too much luck involved, which is not cool. I don't like that in games. I like more being able to strategize and develop a plan and get there. So we'll see where it goes. We'll see how, after playing more often, we'll see what direction it heads in my collection. So, this next one is Meeples and Monsters. So, this is a bag building game. Oh, Meeples Monsters by AEG, by the way. AEG, and Meeples and Monsters is like a bag building game where you're basically trying to defeat the different monsters that are showing up into the villages. Not the village, I think it was a city. It's like you're developing like the king's army. I'll read it to the back. The evil forces of Mordor pulled to the power of Sauron. Together with unfathomable monstrosities from the realm of people have found ways to enter your world, and they are now invading everywhere. The king's army, weakened by years of wars, but thin being of its form itself. So I haven't played this, but I took the packs off because I really want to show you guys the back of the box. I just love the art, the way it looks at it. That's my biggest reason why I pick up the game. Biggest reason why I pick up a lot of games is the art. Like I said, the art is usually like a first impression for me, and if I don't like the art, I probably won't buy the game. There's something about just looking at the game and liking how it looks. However, it doesn't mean the game is bad, because I have played games that I don't find stunning or they don't really appeal to me visually, but the game plays really well and I enjoy the game a lot. And that's happened to me many times. This is going to be Meeples and Monsters. I am going to bring this to the table ASAP because I really, really want to play it. The game looks, I'm just really excited to see the content people have posted, and it's also coming to retail. So, yeah, you can also buy it in retail. So this next game, you all already saw it, a video on it. If you haven't seen my video, it's going to link it somewhere around here, but it's going to be Bardsung. This is going to be one of the expansions. There's going to be the other expansion, and I'm going to stack this like this for now. Actually, let's lay it like this. And I'm getting the big box over here. So, Bardsung. It's a big box. I'm not going to flip it down all the way, but the game itself is a dungeon crawler, and there is loads of content. If you haven't seen my unboxing, go check it out. The link is here somewhere. And yeah, the Bardsung itself was a it's a massive game. I mean, I want to measure it to next Gloomhaven, but there's a lot of content within these 3 games. You're basically going through with your character, and you're leveling up, going through a campaign, a journey, a story, and there's a lot of like, I love flavor text in games. I love that. It just builds a world. It's more like helps me world build and really immerse myself into the game itself, and that's what I personally love a lot. And Bardsung has, I mean, the journal for the campaign is like about this big. It's a really, really thick book, and these both come with different stories as well and separate stuff and more characters. There's a lot of miniatures in the game. Haven't played it yet, but I did unbox it, and I'm trying to get the rules read ASAP because I really want to play it as well, and I think it just looks like an amazing game, and I want to start seeing how my character is going to grow and what character I'm going to pick. They also have some really, really cool puppy, like dog companions. I wish the dog companions had miniatures, but they don't, and I really wish they did. But that's going to be Bardsung. This is the last game in the video today. I'm going to put this to the side. That was the last game we got through Kickstarter this month. I got it pretty early on, honestly, and the video for the unboxing was put up, I think, like a day or 2 after I got it, which was exciting. The video honestly came out really good, I think, and there's a lot of stuff. I mean, there's a ridiculous amount of stuff that came out of the box. It was great. That was the board game update collection for the board game haul of April of 2022. I'm still stuck in the past. That's going to be kind of it for today. Let's get this. Honestly, we did pretty well. We had 3 Kickstarters come in, which were prepaid already, and the rest of the retail stuff was honestly not too bad of a haul. I didn't really overdo it that time, but really excited to get the games to the table. They look all great, and I'm excited to see where we go with those. Well, everybody, that was the video for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here. That's all I can say. And please comment, like, subscribe. And thank you so much. Let's talk games. And let's always remember, board game players, not collectors. Unless you truly collect. But I'm a board game player, not a collector. And I live by that. Thank you, everyone. Juan from q.v.o Games.